In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the move modify command in Autodesk Inventor. So I'm working in my 2D sketch right here, and our modify commands can be found in our sketch tab on the ribbon right here. You can kind of see it dancing around on my mouse. So the move command is found in the top left corner. So we activate it just by left clicking on it, and you'll notice we get a little pop-up here. So the first thing we have to do is select our objects. Now, little troubleshooting here. If you go to select your object and you can't actually click on it, you've likely turned off the select button. So just come in here and make sure that select button is blue. So we have to select what it is we want to move. In this case, I'm just going to move my circle. So I'm selecting my circle, and then I have to tell it the base point. So the point that I actually want to move it from and the point that I want to connect to somewhere else. So I come up again into my little move box here, and I'm going to activate the base point button here by making it blue. So in this case, I'm going to pick the center point of my circle. And now I could just move it anywhere on my screen just by placing it randomly, just by clicking. Or I can move it to another point that it can connect to. In this place, I'm going to move it to my origin. So I'm going to place it onto my origin point. And when I'm done, I just click the done button. So there's my circle fully moved to my origin point. Now let's show you a couple more things here. So with my move command, I'm going to start it again. Again, I'm going to move my circle. And again, I'm going to pick the base point as the center point of my circle. But this time, what if I want to do a specific distance, either in my X or Y direction, because I'm working on my XY plane? So in your move command box here, you have a button for precise input. So if you turn on precise input, you get this little Inventor precise input pop up here. So let's say I want to go 1 inch over in the positive X direction, and I don't want to go anywhere in the Y direction, so 0. What we do is we type in 1, tab 0, and then you just click on your screen. And it will move your circle over, or whatever shape it is you're moving, exactly to the coordinates you just typed in. Once you're done, again, you just click the done button, and you can close your precise input. And then we can check that just by placing a dimension on here. So I'm going to start my dimension button. Let's just make sure it actually moved 1 inch over. And yes, if we look at that, we've got 1.00000. So we're good. So that's how we can use the move command with a not fully constrained sketch. Now, what if I had this circle fully constrained? So I'm just going to place a coincidence to move my circle to my origin point. Now we see it's black, so it's fully constrained. If I try to grab and move it, I'm not able to move or change the size of my circle right now. But what if I want it to be moved? So I'm going to start my move command again. Again, I'm going to select my circle. My base point is again going to be the center point of my circle. This time you're going to get a pop-up. So if you're trying to move a sketch that's fully constrained, Inventor's going to say, hey, the geometry being edited is constrained to other geometry. So my circle is constrained to my origin point. Do I want to remove those constraints? So you double check, yep, I actually want the circle to be moved. So I'm just going to say yes. And it will remove that coincident constraint between my center point and the center point of my circle and the center point or origin point of my screen here. And I can now place this wherever it is I want to move it. So in this case, let's just dump it on the bottom corner of my rectangle. And then you click done. So that's how we can move with a fully constrained sketch, now moving multiple shapes at the same time. So again, I'm going to start my move command, and this time I'm going to move my circle and my rectangle. So I'm going to grab my circle and grab all 4 sides of my rectangle. Now be careful, if you're trying to select objects and you're doing the click and drag function, which I'm doing right here, notice that every time it reselects an object, if I just keep doing this, you'll see that some of the lines get unselected. So these purple lines here are actually not selected right now. The blue lines are all that's selected. So you can't just keep drawing boxes to try to select your shape, because you'll actually be unselecting everything that you've already selected. So just be very, very careful. If you are drawing a box around your shape, make sure you're not missing a line. So in this case, I'm missing this line. I'm going to come in here and grab that guy too. That's kind of just a little Little side tip when it comes to the move command, sometimes we come in here and we just try to draw a selection box and grab pieces of it at a time, but sometimes you could be accidentally unselecting objects that you want. So once I have it all blue and it's good to go, I'm going to click my base point. My base point is going to be the bottom left corner of my rectangle, and I can now move my multiple objects all at once. Once I'm done, I click my done button. So that's how we use the move command with an unconstrained, with a fully constrained, and with multiple shapes in our 2D sketch in Inventor.